Hi, welcome to Nigel K's tomato growing video. Sunday the 3rd of August. This is the last video that we do in this season for the tomato growing because the tomatoes now are well on, the plants are looking tired and there's not a lot of fruit left on them now. We've probably had about 700 or 800 pound of tomatoes off them, so it's been quite a good season. I will do an update on these two we discussed last week and this particular one here. I'll do on updates over the coming month of these ones here, because these are some experiment types that we're doing. Those two at the back end are grown just in pure cocoa coir compost with an organic fertiliser mixed among an organic base fertiliser mixed into it, and we're also growing them as well as we discussed in the last video with those new Grow-A-Lot all-in-one tomato feeding pellets. So we're actually using them. So I'll give you regular updates on these. But I'll give you a quick buzz around the greenhouse now, a quick look, and you'll see that the plants, there's not a lot left on them now. The plants are becoming tired, they're getting into their end of the life process now. So another week or so will be taken off what tomatoes is left on them. As I say, there's not a great deal left. We've had a good season. We've had 700 or 800 pound of tomatoes off them. So yeah, it's been a good season. We'll have a look at this one as well. I showed you this one last time. This tomato was a variety called Maisie. Again, it was grew in our standard mixture, but again we were just feeding this one on those new Grow-A-Lot all-in-one tomato feed pellets. As the pellet contained the nitrogen, phosphate, high in potash, it contains trace elements, it contains calcium, and it contains seaweeds as well. As you can see, it's still, we've had a few off these, but as you can see, plenty of tomatoes on there. Look at the, if you can see the size of the trusses, they're ripening up. And these bottom trusses, we've took quite a lot of tomatoes off these. As you can see there, there's not a lot left on them now. We've got a truss down the bottom. We've got a lot of those, not left on them now either. So yeah, it's been a good one. As I say, we'll have another look at this one in the next video we do in a couple of weeks' time. These are the two experimental plants that we've been growing. As I say, these are just grew in cocoa coir. The cocoa coir contains an organic fertiliser that we mixed among the cocoa, because cocoa coir effectively doesn't contain very many nutrients, so on its own it's a good growing media, but it's not very fertile. So we've mixed an organic base fertiliser into there. We're actually feeding as well on those Grow-A-Lot organic pellets. As you can see, the truss is starting to set. We're starting to get fruit on there now, so it's starting to set. Same on this side here. We're starting to get fruit on there as well, and the trusses are starting to set. So we'll watch over this plant over this next couple of videos and just see how they're performing. Just grew in cocoa coir and also with the organic tomato feed pellets. We'll join us again in a couple of weeks' time and we'll have an update on these two plants here, and we'll have an update on our Maisie variety as well. Thanks very much. Bye bye.